Good morning, everybody. One of the most exciting times, I think, for people, and also sometimes a little stressful, is looking for that perfect home, right? Well, we are so excited to be with the team at Opendoor again today. We're here with Candace once again, and a beautiful property that is listed on Opendoor. And today we're going to go over some really important, I think, just good rules of thumb when it comes to looking for that perfect home. And if it's not necessarily new construction, there might be a little give and take, right?
Exactly.
Let's talk about some of the things that you should consider, and maybe right off the bat, let's start here on maybe some things when you walk into that perfect home that you think, okay, we can kind of overlook that. That's something that we can change later on down the road. What are some of those things, Candace?
Absolutely. Once you have your list of must-haves versus your nice-to-haves, you can kind of cipher through those. So on your nice-to-haves, think about things such as the kitchen decor, the furniture that the previous homeowner has in the home. That'll all change with you. Okay. You don't need to get stuck on that. Things such as door hardware, small lighting fixtures, small appliances such as the microwave. All those are things that are minor and you can change. They are not permanent whatsoever. And one item that a lot of people don't think about is kind of the kitchen and the bathroom design. Also, if you're good with the square footage, if you're good with the layout, the actual design of the kitchen is not permanent. You can change it. And so that can be your taste at a time later.
Yeah, there's things like the paint and the furniture. We're going to talk a little bit more later too. Opendoor takes care of a lot of those things first too. But now let's talk about some things. So we know that we can change paint color, or we can change the furniture, maybe, change the design a little bit. But there are some things to consider that we're going to talk about that you said, should be a little bit of a red flag. We might need to get more experts in here to see what can be done. One of those things being the odor of a home. How does the home smell? Why is this important?
Yeah, that may seem trivial, but what happens with certain odors is that they're hard to get rid of. And so use your nose as your, kind of sensory kind of system and say, is there a moldy smell? Is there a mildew smell? That's something that you would want to be aware of and certainly make sure that you're working through in your buying process. But then also think about smoke smells and pet smells. These are things where you will likely have to bring in a professional to remediate, and it could be expensive and it could take a lot of time.
And I feel like some people just assume, like pet, for instance, oh, we don't have pets. If there was a pet smell in there, they think, oh, it's easy. Once we move in, it'll leave. But you need to really
sometimes those smells cling to the walls, they cling to the floors, and they're really hard to get rid of.
Okay. Something else that you should really pay attention to, make sure that the experts come in, are like cracks that you may notice in the walls or on the floor, on the outside. Tell us a little bit more about that, Candace.
Wall cracks and uneven floors could be potential big issues. You want to make sure that the home is structurally sound. You want to make sure that there's no previous water damage that maybe is no longer leaking, but you still have the effects of. You want to make sure that the foundation is as secure as you need it to be in the home. And so the cracking and the potential way it cracks can be indicative of bigger issues.
And again, you may not be able to know exactly what's going on. That's why it's important to get the experts in.
Exactly. At that point, you can get a specialist.
Let's talk about kind of AC and the electrical and water and some of those bigger issues.
So the AC and the water, again, think of these as kind of permanent structures in the home, and you need them to not only be functional, but you want to make sure that they're not safety hazards to the extent that they're not functional. So the wiring, while it's all in the walls, you got to check it, and and a specialist can help you to do that. And the same with the AC system, make sure it's functional.
So here's the good thing as we wrap up here about Opendoor, because when you go into an Opendoor home, a lot of this stuff is already taken care of. You know that it's been in good hands.
Yes, absolutely. We have a team of professionals who are working to make sure that our homes are repaired and they're ready to move in.
So if people see that Opendoor sign, whether it be on the MLS system or whatever, what should they know about Opendoor?
They know that we have given it our seal of approval. You can know that it's also available for you as a buyer to tour on a daily basis between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m.
No realtor needed.
No realtor needed, or a realtor if you want to have one. And we hope that you find your dream home.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Again, it's so exciting to see all the Opendoor homes that are available in the Tampa market, and we're excited to be in a beautiful one here today. If you want to find out more about Opendoor, of course, all you have to do, go to their website, which will be posted on our website as well.